Looking for a horror game to play that isn't Silent Hill or Resident Evil? Well, these are five of my favorites on the Xbox One and the series consoles. First, we have Remothered. Now, if you like being stalked by creatures like Nemesis and Mr. X, then this is the game for you. You have to slunk around a mansion trying to find clues, all the while being stalked by a creepy old man. But something isn't right here, and something more to it is going on. I really found this game to be a mixture of tension and incredible frustration, but it's one of those weird oddities where you've kind of got to try it to see if it's right for you, and it's relatively cheap to pick up now as well. The Dark Pictures games are a series of choice-based adventures, and my favourite of them is House of Ashes. This takes you to Iraq to investigate an underground bunker where mysterious goings-on have led to a mystery to unravel. It's incredibly violent, and it's one of the few choice-based games where it feels like those choices do actually matter. It's only a few hours long as well, and it's one of the rare choice-based games that I've actually played to the end and then immediately played again because I was so excited to see how things would go differently. So the entire series has its moments of fantastic games, but if you only try one, try this one, House of Ashes. Next we have Alien Isolation, which many people will tell you is one of the scariest games ever made. If you're a fan of the Alien series, or you like games that are less focused on shooting and more about sneaking and hiding, this really is one of the ultimate stealth-based games. As you travel around the spaceship, the alien learns from the decisions that you make, making it harder and harder to hide from them. It's not for everyone, and some gamers will get frustrated by the fact that you can't just run and gun and kill the alien immediately. But if you don't mind games that are a little bit more slow paced and that you have to think about, it's a great one. With a lineage that goes back to the Resident Evil series, The Evil Within 2 will give you everything that you enjoy about the classic Resident Evil franchise, but with an open world and a more mission based structure. It feels a lot more focused than the first Evil Within. They've really kind of mastered all the elements of unlocking abilities and improving your craft. And there's always something to do in the world that makes it interesting to explore. So give this one a go if you want that classic gameplay, but you want to try something that's not called Resident Evil. And lastly, this is one of the best horror games that I played last year, but it's also one of the best horror games of all time, in my opinion. It's Alan Wake 2, and I do recommend the deluxe edition because the DLC has some really good extra missions that connect it back to the Control universe as well. So if you enjoyed Control, the DLC is worth getting. This game blends perfectly amazing visuals, fantastic music, and great elements of creepy horror. The original Alan Wake I don't feel has aged amazingly, whereas this one really will stand the test of time, in my opinion. Missions are split between a new character called Saga and good old Alan Wake. You can swap between characters at any time, so you can do all of Saga's missions pretty much, and then all of Alan's, or you can switch back and forth as you do each one, whichever you'd prefer. I found switching back and forth made for a more interesting narrative, especially as things are discovered in one chapter that are relevant to the next chapter as well. Remedy really is at the top of their game at the moment in terms of horror games, so I highly recommend this one. If there's any great other Xbox games that you like that are horror based, be sure to leave them in the comments for more recommendations.